Alright, we're jamming out here. Elizabeth, talk to guide. Miss Braid. Piss off. Keep up the good work, Miss Braid. Rahel, darling. So sorry. Take care, Astrid. Smiley! Astrid, my favorite human. Smiley, my... hello, Smiley. Dang, that stings. Sorry. So what brings you to this neck of the proverbial woods? It's not really your business, but I am fresh out of ideas, so I guess I can tell you. I'm trying to help Locke, but I don't know how. Why would you want to help that ass? Because he's my friend! And also the guide promised to help me if I helped Locke first. Oh, how pragmatic of you. It's not like that. I'd help him regardless. That's the dilemma, if you say so. Well, here's my advice. He's not worth it. Huh? You only just came here, but I've been at it with him for a century. He's hopeless. If you really think so, then you should want to help him, because if this all works out, he's leaving. What? As in leaving Purgatory? That's right. I probably said too much, but screw it. There's no way I'm accepting that. Him leaving before me? That's not going to happen. Smiley heel turn? What's the deal between you two anyway? Pull up a chair, Astrid. This will take a while to go through. Actually, I'll keep it short because my smiling muscles are starting to hurt. And stop smiling for a while. I'll just pretend like I didn't hear that. I guess you could say we go way back. We knew each other when we were alive. Oh, really? Is that even possible? Ending up here with someone you used to know? Apparently. It was a shock to us, too. Assuming you weren't exactly friends back then. You're as sharp as ever, Astrid. Most annoying thing about this is that we're sort of connected, I guess you could say. As it stands, neither of us is getting out of here anytime soon. Why? It's complicated. Now, where did I put that thing? What do you want about now? As you may have noticed, me and your drunken friend have these items that we both claim are ours. Most recently it was a coin, and other times it has been, well, anything but from scissors to pants. Pants? Seriously? You wear each other's pants? It's not about actually owning this stuff, it's the principle. It's about making sure the other guy doesn't get it. Get it? Not really. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. That makes sense. Anyway, whatever. There's an extra special item currently in the rotation that I'm very sure Locke wants. Unfortunately, I dropped it somewhere inside. And you want me to find it for you? I want you to find it and give it to him. Why? Let's just say that the information you gave me made me reconsider some things. I think he'll want to see that item. So it's out of the goodness of your heart, then. Just find the dang thing and give it to the Grouch, alright? Maybe I will. The dang thing. The dang thing. Getting closer, I think. I am curious, but I better stay away. Well. Alright, let's try this out. Nope, no scantily clad movie stars holding back pearls in sight. These things just never work, do they? It's never a good time to go for a swim in the fountain, is there? Mr. Scullington, we meet again. Yes, that's its name now. My dad would have loved the off-the-charts dryness of this humor. Stay strong, little flame. At this point, I'm beginning to wonder if the clock might just be a painting. Snake? Snake? Snake! Dun 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 dun. Thank you. Still not feeling it. Avant-garde cuisine. Come try our new and delicious food concept, which you don't actually eat, but instead listen to nonsensical phrases being shouted out loud. What? example. Hey son, hoppsan, faller alera, narjulen komerska varenda ungvargla. Nonsense indeed. Interesting. So I had a hunch, and I put this through Google Translate. And if I thought it would be something like in the area of Swedish, but it did turn out to be Swedish. If you put a space between faller and allera, it translates perfectly through Google Translate, at least, to hello, hope is already falling. When Christmas comes, every child should be happy. Which, there are worse things you can say at the dining room table, I suppose. Where's Ezrabeth? Oh no, it's you. Nice to see you too, Ezrabeth. Pleasant as always. See any weird items lying around? Not really. I did find this, though. Is that a handgun? Great eyes, ass man. Oh no. The WWF fan child in me is immediately singing a song internally in my head. That has to be the item Smiley was talking about. Ezra's got a gun. Could I have it? Of course not. I'm going to use it for world domination. How are you such a snooty asshole, and yet somehow the most hilarious character in this game? It's absurd. Why are you so... Why are you tickling my funny bone, Ezra? I'll shoot every last dingus who attempts to overthrow me. No one will be able to stop me, not even the bastard behind the counter. Ha 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 ha. Oh, hi! And what are you two ladies talking about? World domination? Oh, crap. She's trying to steal from me. What? Tell her to leave me alone. Give her the handgun, Ezrabeth. But it's mine. I found it. I never get to keep anything. Would you like to go back in the box? Oh no, that exists. Oh dear. I'm not asking a second time. Just take the damn thing. Receive the broken handgun. What the? It's not even fully functional? And also, what's the box? Good girl. I assume there will be no more trouble from you. No, sir. Very well. What was that about? None of your damn business. See you later. I can't wait. Take you later. Oh no, it's you. Okay, can't use that here. Got a gun. Interesting. Okay, you have nothing else to say to me? Sprayed. Why'd you help me get the gun? Just accept it for what it is, Miss Sprayed. What kind of answer is that? I'm confused. Didn't you get what you wanted? I did. Oops, sorry. Then be happy. Sorry, I just got put in the box there for a second. You're one step closer to salvation. It's just that she seems so afraid of you. Oh, don't be silly. She just knows her place. Actually, you could learn from her in that regard. Or else I'll end up in the box. Have a nice day, Miss Braid. Don't fuck with me, guide. Don't fuck with me. I'm off. Keep up the good work, Miss Braid. Hey, You probably don't have much else to say to me. I'm so sorry. I feel awful. She's so sweet, and I broke her heart. Magic thought teleportation time. Locke's room, Locke's room, Locke's room. I don't mind me just dropping in to say hello. What? Supposed to show him something? The hell is this? It's a handgun. Don't seem so cheerful about this. I can see that.
Is this some kind of a sick joke?
You're showing this to me because I'm a killer? You just take it easy for 1 minute, Locke. I was talking to someone who had some interesting things to say about you and him. Uh-oh. Been talking to that smiling bastard. That's right. So what did he say? They said that you've known each other for quite some time, for starters. Also that you seem to be involved in some childish game about taking each other's pants. Or something like that. Right. And now you're bringing me this weapon because you found it before he could. Actually, he lost it and wanted me to give it to you instead of him. And that means... No, that can't be it. Looks similar, but it's broken. This can't be the one. Locke? Lady, take this damn thing and get the hell out of my room. Should have known that opening it up was a huge mistake. Never want to see you again. You don't mean that. Astrid's social grace is she's very earnest, but she's also very... She is a blunt instrument of social grace. She is very earnest and forward, and does 2d6 blunt damage, but is very socially reckless, I suppose. Yes, I do. Get out. All right, I will, but you're running out of chances. Suits me fine. Well, maybe I'm crazy for still wanting to help him, but... No, I have to believe in him. Break down those barriers of his, no matter what. About that handgun. He seemed to recognize the looks of it, even though it's broken. Is there any way where I could replace it with another item that looks similar? Oh, we could do that. If only we had a handy-dandy shopkeeper who was really good at repairing unique and intriguing items. So I found a handgun, gave it to Locke. Well done. How'd he react? He seemed to think it was a bit familiar. What, that's it? That drinking must have made him even dumber than before. So what happens now? I'll solve this somehow. As you always do, with a smile on your face. Exactly. The part about solving things, not so much the smiling. You really need to work on that. There you go. Never a good time for a swim in the fountain, is there? Maybe something else could take a swim. Sorry for disturbing you, large container of water. Sploosh! Alright, let's see if this works as well as it did last time. It's just floating there. Wait, it definitely looks different now. Whoa! Symbol of Grudge. Handgun is now restored to its former glory. It symbolizes someone's reason for being in Purgatory. Time to show this to Locke. I hope that doesn't turn out to be a bad idea. We have been confronting Locke's past trauma objectively quite poorly. To some degree. Oh no, it's you. What? I see you too, Erzbeth. See you later. I can't wait. Oh. That was weird. I'm not sure how I brought that with me, but... Locke's room. The gun again. Why'd you knew it. Knew it before, too, but I didn't want to accept it. Accept what? This is the gun, lady. The one I used to kill a man. What? At least an imitation that looks and feels exactly like it. Why would Smiley want you to have that? Are you the one he killed? I think I have an idea. Would you mind telling me how the two of you know each other? Wouldn't that be a cruel irony if Smiley and Locke were both sides of this armed robbery and self-defense killings? Tit for tat. Let me tell you something about me. Times are tough when I was alive, lady. I was born a couple of years into the 20th century, and I grew up in a real poor home. Oh. 3 kids, Mom trying to keep us all in check, and Dad working odd jobs to make ends meet. He had a tough time getting any work, too. There just wasn't any to be found. Was it during the Great Depression, maybe? Found out a couple years after I died that, yeah, I decided to call it that eventually. Good fit because everyone was miserable. Dad took to the bottle, trying to handle everything as best he could. Know what you're thinking, the cycle repeats itself. And yeah, it does. Doing things that way, it helps in the moment. And at the end, it makes everything worse. My kid brother, Nicky, died of some disease brought on by our living conditions. Mom blamed Dad, Dad blamed Mom. Got in a fight. Really went at it. Mom threw a frying pan, cracked Dad's skull wide open. After that, authorities put me and my older sister in separate foster homes. Never saw my folks again. What about your sister? Started studying hard years later. Determined to make something of myself. To a real classy university and everything, graduated with high honors. Oh, around that time my sister managed to find me somehow. Asked me if I wanted to come live with her and her new family. Her husband seemed like a decent man, and they had 2 little girls too, but no money. My sister was as poor now as she was when we were small, maybe even more so. Oh no. Worse still, one of the kids was real sick and needed constant medical care, which kept draining their wallets. Just like Nicky, I kept thinking. Just landed a well-paying job and was determined to turn things around for all of us. Save my niece's life. I was walking home from work late one night, having just gotten my first paycheck when a man stopped me. He told me to give him my wallet. Couldn't do it. I tried to reason with him, telling him about my sick niece, but he wouldn't have it. He held up a gun, aiming it at my face. I could see his hands shaking, so I thought I could talk him down. I told him, "You don't want to do this." He shot me all the same, right in the neck. Band-aid. It was fast, I barely felt any pain. Mostly pure shock. Dropped his gun and started running away. Oh no. I'm not even sure he took my wallet with him. I could feel my blood rushing out through the wound. I remember thinking of my niece as things got dark. Before clocking out, I managed to grab the gun that my killer had dropped. The last thing I did was aim it back at him as he ran away. Made my shot. Last thing I saw in life was him collapsing in the distance. That's my story, lady. Locke. I don't know what to say. That's... a rough go. A cruel outcome. For all this is the first time I've told anyone this. I'm real sorry for being such an ass, lady. I don't deserve you helping me. I should just stick to the damn bottle like my dad before me. How did that turn out for him? Can't imagine how hard all of that must have been. You can't just keep ignoring what's going on around you. There are people who who want to help you. But you're stuck inside that shell of yours. Unless you make an effort to break out, you'll just remain there forever. Isn't that what this is all about? You needing to let go? I think it just might be. That last thing he did in life, weighing on his conscience, and yeah. Hell, overshadowing all the work that he put into getting out of that terrible situation. Hey, Astrid, would you mind coming with me for a while? There's something I have to do. Sure, I'm glad to help out. You know that, don't you?
Oh,
I do. Let's go. Smiley? Hey, it's Astrid. And my favorite drunk. Thought I'd find you here, bastard. I got your message. Oh, really? What about it? Guess you're proposing some sort of truce. When Astrid told me that you were in cahoots to get you out, I started thinking about things. How long have we been doing this, you and me? Back and forth, over and over. And it's not exactly fun, so why are we even doing it? Because we have to. It's never about having any damn fun. It's like a smart lady told me. Need to let go. Meaning, we have to let go. She is smart, isn't she? You guys. Oh, you're so sweet. Only... I didn't think you had it in you, Locke. Everything I've done. Are you the armed robber? Never thought you'd be able to forgive me. I didn't say a damn thing about forgiving you. I said, I'm talking about letting go. There we go. That's the energy we want. Forgive you. Never said I'd be doing that. But we can move on without doing that, can't we? You don't think you can? You have to make peace with you being dead. That's what the guide said. He didn't say a damn thing about no forgiveness. Probably won't let you leave unless you let this go too. I don't have to forgive you for what you did. I can accept it though. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about, lady. This man.
this smiling bastard. He's the one who killed me.
My life was gonna finally begin and he took it all away. The shit I grew up with was all for nothing. My niece, I couldn't save her. Why did you do it? Why did you have to shoot me? It's not fair. It's just not fair. I never meant for that to happen. We're all in the same situation, and I got desperate. It was only going to be a robbery. My nerves set in, and I know there's nothing I can say that can ever make this right. All I know is that unless you forgive me, I'll keep doing this forever. Why the fuck's the burden on him? A grudge match with no end. Making demands even after everything you've done. Going to forgive you. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the people I left behind. Ones who cared about me in life. I'm doing it for her. The only one who's ever cared about me in death. That's fair. Feels good to be able to knock that damn smile off your face. You've earned it. Well, I'm off. Have a happy eternity, lovebirds. Wow. I'm so proud of you, Locke. Also sad that things had to turn out like they did. Yeah. I have to say, it's a huge weight off my shoulders. It's all thanks to you, lady. I always knew you had it in you. You saw that when no one else did. Hell, even I couldn't see it. Don't shut up and kiss me already, Mr. Moon. Huh? Are you serious? Unless you don't want to. Damn, lady, I wasn't expecting. You're speedrunning this relationship right here. You'd go to your room. Yes, yes, we could do that. Managed to fluster you again, huh? Lay off, lady. Not likely.
Oh.
You are very... Aww.
He's been stuck in my head ever since the first time I saw him sitting in the corner of that bar. I've always had this voice inside that's been telling me to believe in people. And so many times in my life, I've tried to silence it. Maybe to defend myself. I don't know. But I'm so happy I took a chance this time on this wonderful man.
He really did turn out to be a good guy, didn't he? Just had that gut-wrenching... That gut-wrenching trauma which just tanked everything for him. Soon as he, getting out of his situation, died in a terrible way.
I want to stay in this moment forever.
When we can pull him out of that, it's really something special.
As long as we're together, I feel like things will be all right. I'm fine with this.
Aww. Hey there, lady. Oh, I fell asleep. You and me both. Best nap I've had since arriving here. Same here. Granted, I've only had one before, but this definitely tops that. I should hope so. Now what? Hey, lady. To thank you. I feel like you've thanked me already in a lot of different ways. Sorry, I'll be serious. Can't stop thinking about how badly I was treating you before. And we were coming out very, very strong. Just don't understand why you kept coming back. I told you already, it's because I believed in you. Yeah, but why? Just had a good feeling. You were my sad little... When we saw you, we saw a, yeah. You were my sad little meow meow. Trust my gut. Just wanted to take you in and take care of you, and you proved to be a good guy in the end. Pretty much. You should try it sometime. Believe it. Maybe I will. Not to bring down the mood, what the guy is up to now that you managed to let go of things. I'm sure that bastard's right here. Hey! Rude! Intrusive! Get out! Pooh! What the hell? How long have you been in here, you pervert? Don't be ridiculous, Miss Braid. Beholding humans as they engage in carnal relations is about as appealing to me as I imagine it would be for you to watch cockroaches do the same. Ace King Guide. Hey. I'm merely here to congratulate you on an exquisite performance. Which I'm talking about helping Mr. Moon lay his silly notions to rest. Not whatever came after that. You. Now, Miss Braid, you are due a reward. Really? Your timing is awful? And your timing is also, quite deliberate. It's an added bonus to show you how much I appreciate your passionate work. Wink, wink, eyebrow waggle, eyebrow waggle. I will allow Mr. Moon to remain in Purgatory until you are both ready to leave. Which, according to my impeccable planning, should be just a few moments after me and Miss Braid have finished talking. Well, that's very sudden. But nice of you, I suppose. Of course. I'm the man with the capital G, after all. G-Man real? Yes, and goddamn bastard. G-Man real? Easy now, Mr. Moon. Rise and shine, Miss Braid. Rise and shine. You don't want to make me sour the deal, now do you? Go ahead and try. Locke, please. Jeez, tough room, tough room. This is the thanks I get for when I try to do nice things, huh? You humans sure are an ungrateful lot. Just leave already. Very well. Miss Braid, who'd care to join me in your room? Do I have a choice? Not really. Well then, Locke. I'll see you soon, alright? Yeah, lady. Woo! Miss Braid. Guide. Why the long face? Aren't you happy being so close to the finish line? I guess, but I just don't understand why you have to be so cruel. The way you're treating people with tricks and threats? Do humans matter that little to you? Oh my. I like you, Astrid. You dare to ask the tough questions. Just let me clear my throat. Ah, there we go. So, and once begged a man, please, don't step on me. But what can a man possibly do, knowing he is so much greater? That's terrifying, thank you. I suppose that didn't make things any clearer for you, huh? Not even a little. I'm just doing my job, Miss Braid. Some humans need more of a push than others. So where's the harm in having a little? I mean, just a little. A little with a lowercase L. Fun. Now, more importantly, let's walk down memory lane. I'd do a finger snap or something now if I knew how to do that. You don't know how. Hey, don't rub it in. I'm just going to snap it out. Shout it out instead. Finger snap. Oh, someone else's body again. Memory. It hurts so much. Why didn't I listen to Mom? Past version of me. She's bleeding from her hand. Shouldn't have used that damn knife. It's way too sharp. Going to bleed to death before the doctor gets here? Oh? No. Please. I'm so young. I haven't even started a movie yet. You don't tell me this is how I died. Someone's knocking on the door? Hello? I'm Dr. Voluminous. Oh. Oh. I'm Dr. Voluminous Casareke from St. Casareke Hospital. I'm your, that is to say, wink, 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 wink. If you've watched my poetry playthrough, you should recognize that name. May I enter so that I can, help you? The door's open, just come in! And hurry, I'm bleeding to death here.
Of course, of course. I shall administer first aid right away, miss.
Boy. Wow, that might just be the most beautiful doctor I've ever seen. You alright? What is... Let me just rub your cheek there a little bit. Rub, rub, rub. Pat, 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 pat. You're so tired. You're so tired. Your cheek is smudged. Hang on. Your cheek is smudged. Smudged. Not just because you're absolutely adorable and I want to pat your cheek, but what if my pet self thought that too? Yep, she definitely did. I'm Astrid. No time to talk, I'm afraid. You're bleeding profusely. It's because kitchen knives are too sharp. I'll have this sorted out in no time. Lucky me. Now, this might sting a bit. Doesn't it always? Editor's note. Editor's note. It stung quite a bit. That should do it. You'll live to face another day of reckless cooking, Miss Astrid. Thank you so much. I'm so afraid. Truth be told, the wound wasn't that deep. Though, of course, it's only natural to panic when you start to, bleed. Well, I'm off to get another house call.
Mm-hmm.
This one will hopefully involve less blood. Can you stay? Just a while? Oh, I suppose I do need a break.
And it would be bad practice not to make sure my patient is all right after the, surgery, I suppose.
Very good. Great. So can I ask you, is your name really Voluminous?
Yeah?
Yeah. Why? I'm sorry, it's just a weird name. I'm calling you Vol. Suppose it is a bit weird. Oh my gosh, he reacted to that when Isabel calls him that. Also, why is your surname the same name as the hospital you're from? Family business?
Hmm?
You're just full of questions, aren't you? It's actually my parents' hospital. I started working there just last month. Fresh out of med school. Oh. Oh. So, you just started working and you've already saved at least one life. Mine. You're a hero, Vol. Oh, I suppose I might just be a bit of a hero. You want some coffee? I'd love some. Do you have espresso?
Sure do, Pasta Man.
Because my surname is Italian.
Gah.
It's a bit offensive. No, silly. Because... Pasta. Because when I look back at this event, you'll always be the man from the past who saved my life. Pass. Ah. I've shortened it to Pasta Man because Past Man sounds dumb. That's, Miss Astrid, it sounds like you're just making shit up to... That's quite forced. Yes. But I'll allow it. It's a cute effort. You're a strange girl, Astrid. That's what they say.
Hmm?
So, satisfied? Ready to leave Purgatory now? What? No! I didn't answer anything about my death!
Aww.
Oh, yeah, there's that, too. Ah. Can't you humans ever enjoy a good unsolved mystery? No! I need to know more. Besides, you were the one who told me that I needed to find out. Dang. Is actually true. Humans usually forget my introduction right after I do it, so kudos to you for having an outstanding memory. Though I remember now that, Vol, he's that shadow, right? Well, yes. But actually, no. Sort of. It's complicated. Can't you just leave already? Get out. Fine. Shadow is not Mr. Kasareke. He's actually not even here. He's found peace in his death and is, well, somewhere else. What you've been seeing is actually a manifestation of your inner reason for being here. Similar to the weapon that represented Mr. Moon's grudge. Oh. As in, refusing to let go of the past, which in turn prevented him from leaving Purgatory. So what does the shadow represent for me? What kind of symbol is he? Says you don't belong here. Now, isn't that just the $1,000,000 question? Come on, Miss Braid. You have enough answers. You met Mr. Kasareke, you fell in love, things happened, and then you died. That's life, Miss Braid. To quote a certain JRPG super boss, Miss Braid, life, ho. He-ho is not fair. But how did I die? Oh, right. I just keep forgetting. It was a car crash. You're telling me just like that? Yes. So that's it then. You could have just told me everything from the start. But then you wouldn't have learned anything. What exactly have I even learned? You want me to make peace with my death, but you're not even giving me all the details. Actually, what I said was make peace with you being dead. And you have, Miss Braid. Through helping Mr. Moon, you found yourself being, to quote your thoughts, fine with everything. Truthfully, you were ready to leave even before hearing exactly who that shadow even was. It's true that Locke has given me new purpose. Helping him, being with him, it made me feel better about myself than I can ever recall having felt. I still want to know more. And maybe, just maybe, you have to try choosing differently. Choosing what differently? Wink, wink. You're saying wink, wink again.
Well then, time to leave.
Go fetch your little boyfriend and I'll meet you in the waiting hall. Right. Oh, don't look so sad now. After all, the real fun is just about to begin. What do you... I hate it when he does that. I should head back to Locke's room. Astrid. Are you alright? I am now. Great. Did you get any answers? Well, do you know what cheesy means? Because I'm about to be, well, that. I think I do, yeah. So it turns out that what I was looking for was in front of me the whole time.
Hmm.
Huh? It's you. You are what I was looking for.
Eh.
Yeah, I got that. Just take it in the moment. Lady, you've made me feel good about myself for the first time in a lot of years.
Hmm.
Are you sure you'll be able to put up with me? Done all right on that front so far, haven't I?
Eh.
I suppose. And the shadow, what did you find out about that? I learned enough. Gotta say, I'm feeling a bit useless. I was supposed to help you, but instead you ended up saving me. Couldn't do anything for you. That's not true, Locke. Not seemed that way to you, but I believe we saved each other. Now we can be together. You still want to be?
Eh.
You bet, lady. Oh, you. So, you ready to leave? Yeah. There's nothing for me here. You're not bringing any of your trash stuff? Nah, think I'll manage. So lead the way, Mr. Moon. If you insist, Miss Braid. That's me.
Hmm?
Welcome. I trust everything is order so that you may finally leave. Guess we won't be needing any luggage, so absolutely right, Miss Braid. Oh, I almost forgot. I prepared some well-chosen words of farewell, but unfortunately I find myself too tired to read them. I shall instead leave you with this. We'll meet again. Enjoy the trip. Toodles. What do you think he meant by that?
Eh.
Who cares? The only thing that matters now is us. Right. Hey, the tunnel. Oh? Oh! It's stretching on for miles. Does this still work? Yes, it does. Wow. Does it even end? Scared lady? Aren't you? Plan on ditching me halfway through? Of course not. I would never. And I'll be fine.
What if we won't be together when we reach whatever is on the other side?
Then we'll find each other again.
What if... Hey, lady. You want to stand here talking about this all day, or just get going? After all, we probably have a long walk ahead of us. I plan on enjoying every step together with you. Oh, Locke. Your hand feels so warm. That makes two of us. Huh.
What is it, lady?
It's just. I think I can see the light.
Aww. The key words to moving on from Purgatory is making peace with being dead. And I suppose ultimately, in terms of we didn't meet her. We didn't meet her. There's one character on that list who we have not actually met. I'm intrigued by that. It was ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, by taking on the mission of trying to grow close to Locke, learn about Locke, getting to know Locke, getting Locke to open up. The process of learning about Locke inevitably helped Astrid come to terms with the idea of being dead. It's I'm struggling to put that feeling into Ooh. The story mode. Start at the end of Act 2. Enjoy. Heck. Let's see here. There's the boy. Wow, there is still a lot to be gained from this. God, this here, I'm assuming and hoping that we'll get these for each route, but this might be my favorite CG of this game thus far. It's just the lighting, the wonder, the expressions on their faces. It's just, oh, I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Extras. Ins. Guns. Back. Another story. Will dump us right back into things here. But, so. You haven't learned. Yeah, there's still very much unanswered questions in Astrid's case. I wonder, doing Rahel's route will get us like a different flashback memory of Astrid and Vol. And like the true way of seeking answers is going solo into Act 3. That's intriguing. But for now, letting go. Let's say, I think we, there's a very obvious point where I was uncertain about how the idea of forgiveness would be handled, but I think ultimately we came around to handling Locke's forgiveness in an ultimately positive way. I think in the stance of what happened to Locke, the idea that Smiley can't move on until Locke forgives him is real bad. Like I was saying at the time, the ideal outcome there is I can accept what happened to me, but I don't have to forgive you for it. Like that's... Smiley's not owed forgiveness. It is very much when you wrong someone, it's very much a feeling that you have to I can understand the feeling on Smiley's part that I have to get your forgiveness or else I can't let this go. And that's bad. That's not a healthy proposition for either side of that trauma. Puts an unhealthy demand on the person you wronged to forgive you. When, despite Smiley's situation, Smiley is not owed forgiveness for anything. And Locke does not have to forgive in any right. But the ultimate conclusion here was that I'll do it, not for you, but for everyone else I left behind. Everyone else I couldn't save. And that it works just well enough in my book. Works well enough in my book to ultimately bring us to a positive conclusion. Like, in my mind, the ideal outcome on both sides of this is, I can accept it. I can accept your reasons, Smiley, but I don't have to forgive you for it. I can accept it, though. And on Smiley's end, the ultimate outcome that he needed to learn was, you don't have to forgive me, but here's why I did what I did. I was desperate too. I'm sorry. And I think we ultimately got there in a way that works in the end. With Locke actually able to finally face that part of him, I suppose in a way, Smiley trying to give Locke that gun is his way of trying to bridge that gap. And even though Smiley's not owed forgiveness, I feel like he did ultimately make an effort to be contrite. Now, Astrid's purpose, coming to terms with her death, with being dead, I suppose ultimately circles back to the prospect of moving on and helping someone else to move on. That, I suppose, innately, like, it's not a thing you can undertake unless you start getting real comfortable with certain aspects of this scenario and this setting real quickly. That being that you are dead. The people around you have probably come from drastically different times than you. Something is gnawing away at them that they could not let go of before they died. So in actively trying to form those connections with the people, other denizens who are currently dead, ultimately, while not directly involving her, ultimately, directly, inadvertently almost, helps her accept the idea of being dead, even if she doesn't actually get concrete answers in her own right. Just something else. It's quite something. We don't really know all that much about Astrid, even except seems like she had a well enough family life. Struggled to make those connections, in a sense, to make it in the acting world. Struggled to be that star of someone's story. I suppose, in a sense, when she was able to use her personality to actually connect with people, maybe that partially, in a sense, was a comfort to her, too. Obviously, she's very, very forward in Locke's path, to say the least. Very, very forward, very, very direct. Like I said at one point, she has a blunt instrument, very forward. Not the most socially graceful. She has her moments, but he's also very, very blunt, asking very intrusive questions in this scenario here. But she keeps plowing onward, and she got through to Locke eventually. Very persistent. Perhaps that accomplishment in and of itself is significant enough to change her heart and get her ready to move on as well. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Okay, so we'll leave off here, and next time we'll go through Rahel's route. We will not disappoint my girl. We will not disappoint my girl. God, she was so heartbroken. Locke might just be a bit more just grunt and move on if we don't go down Locke's path, but God, I felt awful letting her down like that. I felt genuinely awful letting Rahel down like that. We are going after our girl. We're gonna look after our girl Rahel next time on the pit stop at Purgatory. Until then, I thank you very much.